Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another Babymetal gig, another Babymetal vlog. Before we kick this one off, as always, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that either clicks on this, that supports me, that comes back regularly to watch the vlogs. Thank you so much. It's because of you guys clicking, liking, subscribing, commenting that I keep doing these, and I really enjoy it, and meeting everybody over in the gigs as well who comments on the channel and then pulls me aside and says, hey Neon, I really love your stuff. I can't tell you just how much of a great feeling that is, and something I thought I would never experience, and I don't think I'll ever quite get used to. But yeah, just thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's just awesome time to be alive. Just Babymetal are awesome. You guys are awesome. Enjoy the vlog. And yeah, again, guys and girls, thank you all for your support. Enjoy. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're back in London again. We're back again for another Babymetal gig. This is like so many now, and it's quite a special one actually. I'm here with Trick, with Jeff, with Chris, with Jan, with Ashy as well. Big shout out to you guys. It's really fun actually. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know what to expect. I mean, this one is obviously the last show of the European tour. In the last couple of days, I've done a reaction to song 3, which was absolutely phenomenal, by the way. I was really excited about that one. I kind of was hoping they would hold off on releasing that music video until I saw it, because I already knew about like the leaks, and lots of people are saying, oh, they're playing the new song on the live during the tour. You could probably hear the guys in the background getting a little bit rowdy. It's what happens when you put a load of blokes in a room. But yeah, it's one of those where yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd hold off on that one just a little bit, just so I could experience it live for the first time, maybe not as a reaction, but to be honest with you, we got the reaction out. Hopefully we get that as well, which I think will be really awesome. I think Poppy is opening as well, so we're hoping maybe we get the proper collaboration with her. She'll come upstairs, maybe Slaughter to Prevail, maybe pop on as like the last thing, although we've not heard anything or seen anything for them, so we're going to put that in the highly doubtful box for now, and hopefully come back to that. But yeah, like at the minute, I'm kind of getting excited. We're going to go a little bit earlier in a minute, because there's a merch store outside, so a lot of people are going to go grab our merch, grab all that crap, and then hopefully go and see the band in a bit. So, but yeah, come on. Actually, you know what? Actually, let me show you the noise of the background of like what exactly is going on as I'm trying to make a video. And yeah, it's these pricks.
Hey! FOXGOD!
Yeah, so that's the noise you can hear in the background of that video. But yeah, all in all, I'm really excited for what's going on, for just being able to enjoy it, to be honest. I mean, it feels quintessentially Babymetal. I'm really excited for everything that they're doing. I'm really excited for Metal 4th, which is not the 4th album, by the way. It is the 5th one. I don't give a crap what they say or how they promote it. It's the 5th album. Not buying that crap. But yeah, I'm really digging just everything about this. It's been promoted perfectly. The music videos, the sound. I really enjoyed the Slaughter to Prevail song. I really enjoyed the Poppy song. Yeah, it's a new era, which sounds slightly heavier, but it still has that cutesy aspect of it. And I think Momo, for me personally, has been a big factor in that, and bringing it forwards, having her personality and having a bit more of the attention sort of veered onto her, I think has really kind of helped the band. But I'm really excited, so we're gonna head off. We're gonna see them, and yeah, we'll see a few more people at the venue on the line, as per usual, and then we'll see what happens from there. Let's get one more big cheer from these guys. Go on, guys, one more big cheer.
Yui, 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 Yui.
So we just made it out of the train station. There is the big dome itself. Look at that. You know, this is the first time I've ever been to a gig here. So I'm kind of excited. It's kind of weird seeing it up close, but I'm kind of excited. Everybody's taking pictures with the Babymetal poster. So the hype is real. Let's go. So here we go. We got the Babymetal wall, writing the message and everything. And if you look right here, stay awesome, love, Neon Reaper. I love it. FOXGOD forever.
Definitely metal, but I'm rolled outside as well, like those sorts. Everything apart from it's only exception.
Hey guys, we're in. We've got a semi-decent view of the stage. It's not too bad. We got alright. We got the runway as well, which is just a little there. So it's not the worst view in the world, to be honest. Just the downside of being 5'7". But yeah, it's a good view. I'm looking forward to it. Girls will be alright. Mr. Trick is looking forward to it. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever been in this arena, to be fair, and it looks pretty. There's a lot of people, man. There's a lot of people. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Stage isn't too far away, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And how two enemies used to be friends. way too big for your head. I'm not trying to make amends when I'm breaking no bread, but I give you some advice for the future ahead. You should learn to use your tongue since you're average in bed. I'm putting rips, that's a man. Better eat than sense. Feeling like a spider monkey, junkie for attention. Like to be pleased, I like to be attention. Take you out of body with my kiss like ketamine. Kiss like ketamine. Kiss like ketamine. Kiss like ketamine. Kiss like ketamine.
far, far away. After 15 years, together with the fellow metal heroes they met during their journey through the metal resistance, they will usher in a new era of heavy metal. Beyond heavy metal. The spirit of heavy metal, inherited from metal legends, has become Metal Force and begun a new journey. Metal Forth. Whether this encounter was by coincidence or by fate, there's no way anyone would know. Only the FOXGOD knows. Are you ready to headbang? Now is the time for the Metal Forth with Babymetal.
踊るアホ見るアホ同じアホなら踊るでしかしここで踊らにゃいつ踊るメタリメタリ Sonisphere, Babymetal's face changed forever. Every time we played in the UK, you always welcomed us because of your love and support. We couldn't believe in our journey. Thank you so much for your continuous faith in Babymetal. We look forward to seeing you all again.
Alright guys, so we literally just came out. We'll give you initial thoughts as always with special guest Mr. Trick. So yeah, as always, Babymetal are freaking amazing. I'm still on the high at the minute. I mean, I'm sweating so bad. I feel bad for Mr. Trick. The Electric Cool Boy Ratata came on, and then 1 minute I was there. The next, freaking ran into the mosh pit. So yeah, no, absolutely amazing. We're just coming out now. I'm still trying to catch my breath. The girls, absolutely incredible. We got some new songs today as well. I don't know the name of the new one yet, but we did get like it's pretty much quite a few that we already know. We got song 3, which was incredible. Ratata, Metali. We got quite a few songs played off the Metal 4th album, and I gotta say, when we first kind of got announced, I was a bit like dubious with the amount of collaborations, but seeing it live, and we say this so many times over the things, but seeing Babymetal live makes such a massive difference sometimes. Being in that environment, being in that atmosphere, with the crowd, the hype, it really transforms their songs sometimes. But again, you guys know this by now, and yeah, it did the same again tonight. I thought there was not that it was the greatest sound tonight again. I thought it was a little bit bassy. There was parts where Sue was just getting like drowned out completely from the bass. Some of the lead guitar was being just like drowned out as well a little bit. But that wasn't with just Babymetal. That was, I thought, with all 3 artists. I think they were just trying to really pump that bass up, which felt amazing in the crowd, by the way. Like the vibrations and when that bass hit. Especially for the first act. I forget the first name. What was the first? No, Trick can't remember either. I will do my research in a bit though when we do it. But again, Puppy continues to amaze me, to be honest. Well, I'll talk about the first act actually first. The first song, I was a bit like, oh god, what is this? Then the more that they kind of played, the more I got into them actually. And I can't remember the name of the group, but I will obviously do the research for that. But the more they played, I thought the better they got. We got like all the people just like coming out of the gig right now. Moving on to Poppy. Again, I said this in one of my other videos, that I was quite impressed with the collab that she did with Babymetal. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, when I first did a reaction to that one, I obviously heard things through the grapevine, according to Poppy, according to a lot of people saying, look, she's a bit of an odd choice for a Babymetal collab, but I gotta say, the more I hear that song and the more I see it live, the more I love it. Glow stick, I want a glow stick. Yeah, she's growing on me. She's growing on me a lot, and I heard a lot of her own songs tonight for the first time, and I got to admit, I got to check her out a lot more. Babymetal does what Babymetal does. They came, they saw, they kicked our ass. Absolutely incredible for what they do. The girl, I don't know what it is, but the girls seem to be like even more majestic every single time. The new outfits are amazing, by the way. They're so subtle, but unlike previous shows, I feel like they really used the lighting effects to full force here. Like really made those outfits shine at certain points during the show. Absolutely mesmerizing, especially when the spotlights were on them. Vocal, again, Sue's vocal, absolutely great. I would put it more down to a sound issue than anything else. I just feel like the mix is a little bit off, a little bit bassy in certain places, and it just drowned her out. It drowned some of the, some of the guitar out from some of the songs. But all in all, man, absolutely incredible. Mosh pits, absolutely amazing. I had to go and join in one of them, and I picked the Electric Callboy. I saw the other two, and I was like, oh man, I'm recording. But then the Electric Callboy came on. I was like, you know what? I just looked at Trick, and I was just like, sorry, mate. just jumped in there for a little bit, and I have no regrets. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Obviously, I'm gonna calm down now. Mull it over a little bit more. I'll talk to the guys as well, get their thoughts, their opinions on it, and have a bit of time to process it as well. So I'll do that at the end of the video. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed so far. I haven't said it enough, but I really appreciate you guys for clicking on these videos, for watching the vlogs. You know, I think the last one got like 20,000 views, which is absolutely incredible. So I appreciate all the love and all the support from you guys very, very much. It means a lot. So thank you for watching. Thank you for taking care, and I'll see you guys in a bit when I get some of the opinions. See you from the guys. So I don't know what you're saying. See you before. You're next. And yeah, there you go, guys. That's the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I usually do some interviews with a couple of people, but the gig was so long. By the time we finished it, like my last train was, I didn't even have that long left after the concert, so I had to rush to get the last train, unfortunately. But we did hang out with some of my subscribers, some of the guys before the show, before we went in. Insert picture here. There you go. Don't we look like a lovely bunch, hey? Faces only mothers can love. But yeah, the gig itself, absolutely incredible. The girls were absolutely amazing from the first moment to the last moment, to be honest. And yeah, as you saw before, I thought both opening acts were actually incredible. Fog, I'd never heard of her before, and the first song came on, and my initial thought was, okay, what is this? And I got to admit, as she did a couple of more songs, and as she banged them out, I actually found myself quite enjoying it a little bit. And then, like I said, once you got to the end, I was kind of like, all right. Okay. I want to check out some more of this. It's always hard to kind of like vibe up an artist you don't really know. But for an opener, I thought she did an incredibly good job. I mean, it was quite early as well, but I think that they got the crowd, pretty warmed up pretty well, to be honest. The next then was Poppy. And I've only just recently discovered Poppy. Obviously, we delved into Poppy a little bit because of her collaboration with Babymetal on the song From Me to You. And I've been listening to a little bit more of her songs and stuff. So, like, with her, I was like, oh, I actually know this one. And she continues to impress me. Like, really continues to impress me. It's a bit of a weird situation because when I originally heard of her, lots of people told me, oh yeah, it's Poppy, she's not very good, and she can't scream and all this. There was quite a bit of negativity surrounding her, maybe just in the circles I was in, and I was kind of like, oh okay, kind of had this preconception kind of going in. Needless to say, I thought she was incredible. I really loved her music. I really loved her voice. I really loved her performance. She's an artist that I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't care what other people say. The more I hear her, the more she impresses me, and the more I'm like, you know what? I like her. I don't really care what other people think. I think she does really well. I love From Me to You. Probably one of my favorite songs as well. Ever from Babymetal. And there's a lot of that in this concert. But yeah, I thought Poppy did an amazing job. She really got the crowd hyped, really got them warmed up. It was absolutely incredible. So yeah, I think both opening acts, I think they did a really good job of opening for the show. I think whoever was in charge of the pre-tune mixer as well, as they were changing acts, deserves a raise, because oh my god, we had the whole stadium singing some of these tunes mid-break. It was quite funny. Most of the crowd showing their age for some Linkin Park and Disturbed and Limp Bizkit. Oh my god. But it was incredible. It did a great job of warming the crowd up, I think. Definitely knew their core audience there. And then that leads me to Babymetal. And Babymetal, as always, looking majestic as hell. I got a really kind of good seat, as you could, position as you guys can see, which is slightly off to the left. And I was pretty close to the stage, to be honest. I didn't queue up like miles early, so I was kind of like worrying a little bit. Am I gonna get a kind of a good spot? But we did actually. I was kind of surprised. As usual, I did have 6'7" guy. I had 2 6'7" guys in front of me. I was like looking around, like, really? I'm 5'7" guys. Come on. But regardless, I managed to squeeze between the 2 towers and freaking find my way to Mordor. But yeah, I had an amazing view. The girls were incredible. The performance was absolutely incredible. I had a bit of an issue, like I said in the vlog, I had a bit of an issue with a little bit of the mix today. It wasn't incredibly bad. I remember that we did the Roundhouse, and the day 1 of the Roundhouse, and I thought that was like by far the worst sounding Babymetal's ever been. So it's nowhere near as bad as what that was. But I thought this was very bassy, I want to say. There was times here where like the drum kit was like, and the bass, the synths, the electronic synths that they use in the background was sort of like overpowering the lead guitar a little bit. And in some certain instances, it was like so bassy that like Sue was singing, and it was, she had to kind of like power over to try and cut through the music, or it would drown that out in certain parts. It didn't happen very often, to be fair. But it was something that was noticeable. But I think it, like, trying to sound check and try and get like the perfect sound for like these big arenas, I think that's a hard job to do, to be fair. Like I can't criticize too much, because I don't think you're gonna get the perfect sound every time. And to be fair, Babymetal sound better than most bands. Like most of the time, 90% of the time, Babymetal sound absolutely pitch perfect. But this one was just like I said, it wasn't bad, but it was just noticeable that it was very bassy. But yeah, the girls are absolutely amazing. This was probably my first experience of seeing the girls on a stage, like, and I mean like a proper stage, a big live event. I've seen them on so many small stages where obviously you get the girls and they're doing the routine and there's one focus point, and the girls are absolutely amazing. They kill it, but there's only so much you can do on a square stage, and there's not really much you can move around, not really much you can do apart from go side to side. And this stage kind of like, it reminded me like the old DVDs, the old like Budokan setup and stuff like that, like Black Knight, Red Knight, where they had a big massive stage, a big massive runway as well, and they utilized it to full effect. I loved seeing the girls go up and down, interacting with the crowd, stage as well. We got the raised platform. It was an honest to God, it was a show, but it was a visual treat at the same time. Like, I'm so sorry, by the way. I'm recording this and the sun has just decided to just blaze through my window, which is making the camera look a bit crap. Yeah, England and sun, I know, right? But yeah, seeing them in that context, seeing them in this environment on this stage, it was like, it's like night and day a little bit. Like, they really thrived off it. Like, it was something I've never seen from them before, and they just looked like they were having way more fun. It seemed that it freed them up a little bit more. They really seemed to enjoy that freedom instead of being just condensed to a stage. Like having them going backwards and forwards on the main stage, going down the ramp, going to the front for certain songs and vibing off that. You can tell that they enjoy that, and you can tell that they're having fun. And when you can tell that they're having fun as well, and they're really enjoying themselves rather than just doing the routine, the crowd feels that as well. And then it just elevates the whole entire performance, and the whole entire just vibe of a song and feel of a night when you're there. And that was one of those performances today where everybody was just having a good time. It was just good vibes all around. which I really like. Again, which is another thing I probably want to touch on. Again, when I went to the Roundhouse, not only with the sound things, but it was a kind of like a bit of an unruly crowd. Kind of took away from the performance a little bit, which is kind of expected in any gig. You go to some gigs, you get a really good experience sometimes with the crowd, you get a really crap experience with the crowd. It all depends where you are, who you're next to, and all that. But I want to say just a big shout out to like every Babymetal fan that was there, because the crowd, oh my god, it was like one of the most polite, organized crowds there. There was hardly any pushing and shoving apart from obviously the mosh pits and stuff like that, which is granted, it's going to be a thing. And yeah, like generally when it stopped. They, people were helping everybody. There wasn't too many people just pushing you back just to be dickheads. It was a really good experience, and I think that added as well to the crowd, because I think for most people with like metalheads and all that, you want to mosh, you want to be in the pits and stuff like that. But I think this was like one of the most diverse audiences. I mean, there were families there. There were little girls like 10 years old and stuff like that. There were guys that were in their 70s and 80s. So it was a nice experience that the crowd were as well behaved as they were, so everybody could enjoy it. And that was one of those really special things where it wasn't selfish, and that really added to just the vibe of the night. So yeah, big shout out to just everybody that was there. You guys were incredible. Yeah. Babymetal themselves, I really loved the set. This is one of the longest shows I've ever seen from them, and I freaking loved it. And you know what? Like some of the shows that I've seen have been like 45 to like sometimes 50 minutes long. I think this one came in about an hour and a half, maybe just over. I think this is actually the longest set they've ever done. And it was incredible. It went so fast. It went too fast. Which kind of shows that you enjoy it. Like, you can go to some gigs sometimes with some artists and you'd be like, you really enjoy them, but sometimes like when you get into near the end and your feet are hurting, your knees are starting to go, and you're kind of like, how long have we got left? With Babymetal, it's the complete opposite. Like, an hour and a half flies by and you're like, they're like, see you, and you're like, wait, we're done? What the fuck? It was definitely one of those. These girls were absolutely incredible. We got so many songs I think played for the first time as well. Sunset Kiss. Is it Sunset Kiss? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It is Sunset Kiss. It was kind of like a little bit of a mixed feeling with that one. It was obviously a new song, a new debut, but it's as it always is with a new debut song. Nobody knows the lyrics yet. Nobody knows the choreography. Everybody's like, ooh, what's this? It was like the one time in the show where the crowd kind of like died down, and that was because everybody's attention was like, going, oh my god, new song. So I imagine that will be a banger at some point as well. I'm really kind of glad that they debuted that there. So many new songs off the album as well. Like, the album's not even released yet, and like I said, we had so many good ones. We had Sunset Kiss, followed by Song 3, which lives rent-free in my head, by the way. Absolutely amazing song. Obviously, like, Headbanger, we had Ratatata as well. Ratatata. I went into the mosh pit for that. Like literally, I recorded like the first 20 seconds of that song. And I looked at Trick and I put my phone in my pocket, and I was kind of like, I was like, sorry, mate. And I ran into that mosh pit. Because I missed the other ones. I missed the Wall of Death and stuff because I was recording. I had to do my job a little bit. But the Ratatata one, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going in that mosh pit. Ran head first into the center of that. So hopefully I'll catch that on the DVD. Just me being an absolute tool in that mosh pit. But I absolutely loved it. Took me a song or two to find Mr. Trick, but yeah, absolutely incredible as well. To end on Give Me Chocolate was absolutely amazing. And then for the encore, like I said, we had From Me to You, Karate as well. And then, IDZ, and then Road to Resistance to finish it off, which is absolutely amazing. 15 songs on that set. 15 songs. And it felt way faster. Like, I can't tell you just how quick this felt. Like, we went from like getting in there like 6 o'clock, and then the 2 acts came on, and then blink, and then it's like like fucking midnight almost, and you're just like, where did the time go, man? Where did the time go? Absolutely, this is my first time as well at the O2, and I gotta say as well that the place was absolutely really cool. It's probably the first gig I've ever been to where I haven't felt like overheated. Really warm. It was really well ventilated in there. Probably one of the best gigs I've ever been to for like cold air just constantly being blown over you. I was really impressed with that, because usually I come out like absolutely drenched in sweat from a gig, and I think the staff and just everything, the whole entire venue was really good, actually. I really appreciate that. I would give top marks for that. So if you're ever going to see another show at the O2, I would highly recommend that. I thought it was a really great experience, in and out. To be honest, I love the venue of all the shops and stuff as well. This is my first time going, and I couldn't believe what was in there. I never guessed. I just thought it was a big stage, and then going in, seeing all the shops and bars and stuff like that there. I was like, holy crap! It's like a city within a dome. I really love it. When it comes in terms of the girls as well, I think Sue did her usual. Sue is Sue. Sue's the queen. She's majestic. She has that sort of elegance about her, a little bit cocky, a little bit like, yeah, I'm good, and I know I'm good, but she gets away with it in the nicest way. She's got that about that. But I think the stars of the show were, in this particular show, was Moa and Momoko. I would probably say more so Momoko, by the way. Honest to God, like, I love Moa. Moa has been the staple of Babymetal for me for a long time, because of her charisma, because of her smiles and stuff like that. But Momo just brings a different energy, where Momo is more nice, she's more cheerful, more I want to say cutesy, but more reserved. Momo is like the complete opposite. She thrives off that attention. And when she was in the Avengers and stuff like that, it felt like she was very restricted in what she could do. She had to play her part. Now she's more the Babymetal. You see her running up and down. You see her interacting. You see her laughing. You see her throwing up arms. You see her just going with it for the growls and stuff like that. She's really playing the part and really thriving on it. And it gives this sort of chaotic energy to the trifecta, which I think was missing, to be honest. And now you've got 3 different qualities. Instead of like early Babymetal, where you had Sue and then Yui and Moa were relatively doing the same thing, I like the dynamic here of having Sue still being this elegant queen, Moa being this cutesy, like lovely, shining light, and then having Momoko being this more energetic, chaotic, energy about her, running up and down, just going for it. And I love that the girls are playing more into that. I have no idea. I'm so sorry, by the way. I'm looking at the camera. The sun's like, I'm shining, I'm not shining, I'm going in, I'm going out. Crazy. So I apologize for the quality of this video, because the sun doesn't not know what it wants to do. And yeah, having that trifecta between them, having that different dynamic, I think that plays really well. And I think that really enhances the performances of everything that the girls do, not only on like social media, but on the stage and stuff. And I can't tell you just how much I think Momo was the perfect choice. And I said this when she was announced as the permanent third girl. I think she was the perfect choice. And even then, I don't think I could have imagined just quite how perfect she could and would become. It really adds. There's a different Babymetal sort of dynamics now, not in terms of like obviously the girls' performances, but their sound as well, their core sound. We're going through a different era now where we're getting collaborations with like Poppy, with Bloody Wood, with Slaughter to Prevail, and most recently Electric Callboy as well, Bring Me the Horizon. It definitely feels like they're going in a more Western metal orientated direction, a more mature direction as well. Really kind of leaning a bit more into that metal name. And I have seen a couple of people like sort of divided on that one, like I wish they'd stay more like the metal resistance era, or maybe they're losing that little bit of cuteness about them. But I think the evolution of Babymetal personally, and I can only speak for myself here, but I love what they're doing here. They're maturing like fine wine. All the girls, they're really coming into their own musically as well. They're doing new stuff. They're really leaning into the metal of their name, but they're evolving their songs. It's definitely less technical and more Western sounding, but it still has that cutesy element about it. It's still fun. It still has that feel good factor. You can see that from the music videos, especially for like Song 3 and all that as well. But to be able to hear that as well, to see that, to see the girls having so much fun, to see Momoko is again just killing it with her chaotic energy, I thought was incredible. All in all, this gig was absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that I managed to be there. I wonder if Sunset Kiss will be a music video. I'm very tempted to know what it is, because a lot of people, we think it's going to be a DVD or a Blu-ray at some point. I would imagine they would release Sunset Kiss as a live music video. I'm going to call that now for this show. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good time. Obviously, they're touring America now, and they just get better. They just get better. If it looks like it's freaking foggy in here, this sun needs to just go. It's found like it's found like the tiniest crack in my blind, and there's like, yes, we're gonna shine directly onto your camera. I'm like, god damn it. But anyway, that's enough from me, guys. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you as well for all the likes. Thank you for subscribing as well. I really appreciate it. If you like these vlogs, please stick around. We got so much more coming up. I'm going to see Hanabia in November, confirmed. That is going to be there. It'll be my first time with Hanabia, and I'm also going to Japan next month. I'm going to see Bandmade, so I'm going to have the first Bandmade vlog if I can. I know the recording in Japan rules are slightly different, but I will try to capture what I can. Even if I can't capture too much footage, I will try my best to try and vlog the experience of the gig. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and loads of other bands and underground bands and live houses and stuff like that. So there's going to be plenty of content on the channel. I'm really excited about it. Again, big thank you to everybody who watches the video. A big thank you to the Babymetal community. You guys are awesome. You made my experience as a person, as a YouTuber, but mostly as a fan, the most enjoyable time ever, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you so much. And with that, I'll see you guys hopefully next time. Oh wait, it adjusted then. Oh, now it does it. God damn it! It's because my arm's in the way. Thank you guys. Take care. Love you all.